Growing your podcast is hard, but let me tell you the one change I made in the last 30 days to increase my downloads by 24%. That's right, I made a single change and my downloads increased by 24%. I have the stats to prove it. So let's dive in. What is this change that I made? Can you do it too? And will you see the increase in downloads that I saw? Hey everybody, my name's Joe Casabona of Podcast Liftoff, and I help podcasters make their first $10,000 with their podcast by showing them how to grow and monetize. Today's video is all about the growth, which will lead to more newsletter signups, better sponsor deals, people buying your own products. So let's talk about that. I do, though, need to ask you first to subscribe to this channel. I put out videos weekly, just about weekly, and they're all about this: how to grow and monetize your podcast, how to make you a more efficient podcaster. And so if you would go ahead and click that subscribe button and the thumbs up button while you're at it, that would be super helpful. And hey, if you want 5 ways to grow your podcast, 5 simple changes that you can make on top of the change that I made today, head over to podcastliftoff.com/workshop. You will get instant access to a workshop I did where I walk you through 5 fast fixes you can make to grow your podcast. Again, that's 5 on top of the one I'm going to talk about today. So what is this elusive change that I made? Believe it or not, it was changing the tagline / the description on my podcast, How I Built It. That's the thing. That's the one change I made. So let's take a closer look at that change and why it led to this increase in downloads. So first, I'll show you the actual stats, right? So you could see this is going back to May. You could see here in May, I'll just kind of talk through this. I experimented with releasing 2 episodes per week in this program I tried called How I Built Bits. So what you're seeing here is a little bit of artificial growth. I stopped right around here and you could see a lull. But then you can see this sustained growth starting here around June 27th. On June 27th, that week is the week I got back from the Craft and Commerce conference held by ConvertKit. And I saw one speaker in particular there that really changed my perspective on things. His name is Mike Pacquione. I will link to his stuff in the description, but he's a coach that helps people deliver talks. He's a speaker coach. And during one of his talks, he said, when you are introducing people into your stories, you should have one line that tells people all they need to know about that person, right? So for me, my dad would actually describe me to people by saying, Joe would argue with Jesus Christ if he came off the cross. And that's to say that I am opinionated and argumentative, which are both true. I have a lot of strong opinions about things. And so with that one line, right, you understand a little bit about my personality, right? With my wife, I would say you could bump into her, spill coffee on her, and then she would still apologize. That's the kind of person my wife is. I would curse at you in Italian. She would apologize. So that one line dynamic, right? The using one line to describe a person to give somebody a full picture of who they are is something. When I got home from Craft and Commerce, I thought, why can't I apply that to my podcast too? And so I'm going to show you what my tagline was, why it was bad, and what I changed it to. Let's look at my old tagline. And I didn't just change this on the website. This is a really important thing to note. I didn't just change this on the website. I changed this in Apple Podcasts and on my feed as well, so that it showed up in all of the directories as it should. So the old tagline, helping you build better content. This is a terrible tagline, and let me tell you why. First of all, if I just switch to me right now, you probably barely remember what it said, right? It was helping you build better content. The reason it's bad is it's unclear. Who are you in this situation? Are you a business owner? Are you a creator? Are you just a person who blogs? Are you a podcaster? Who are you in this? And then helping you build better content, like you have to build something. What does that mean? What is that process? So the value proposition is unclear because it's unclear who I'm talking to. It's unclear what I'm giving you. I'm essentially giving you work. Listen to this podcast and you have work to do now. I'm giving you homework. So the whole value proposition is unclear. Helping you build better content is bad because it's unclear who I'm talking to. It's unclear what you're going to be able to do or how you're going to do it. There's no inherent value in that tagline. Now, if we look at what I changed it to, and I'll bigify this for you. Free coaching calls from successful creators. Let's break this down. First of all, free. Awesome. People love free. Coaching calls. So this is what you get. You get free coaching calls. Coaching calls have an inherent value to them. Anybody who has tried to hire a coach or a consultant knows that they're going to be paying upwards of $100 or $150 or $200 per hour for the benefit of talking to that person. So free coaching calls, great. I'm saving you $200 here. From who? From successful creators. This who, so I'm giving you the what, and then the who, successful creators. This serves as a dual purpose who, right? You're getting them from successful creators, but then it also stands to reason that I'm talking to creators who want to be successful, right? So if you are a creator, if you consider yourself a creator, you're going to want to tune into these episodes because now you're getting a free coaching call from someone like Dickie Bush or Brennan Dunn, Wes Ko, Brennan Dunn, not Brendan Dunn, Brennan Dunn, Wes Ko, Marie Poulin. All of these people are successful creators, and you are getting a free coaching call from them, a free coaching call. So this value proposition answers, let's bring it up on the screen again. This value proposition answers the who are you talking to and who is being spoken to, I guess. The what, you're getting coaching calls for free. The where is the podcast. And then the why is in here too. It's the success part, right? So who is creators? What is coaching calls for free? Why they are successful and you want to be a successful creator. So you're going to tune into this. And because of that, we see some good sustained growth here. So that is the one change that I made to my podcast that saw a 24% increase in downloads over the last 30 days. That saw a 12% increase in reach over the last 30 days. I didn't do anything else special. I had some good guests, but traditionally, bigger guests don't necessarily mean more downloads. This is the single change I made that I could point to that has increased my downloads by 24%. So there you have it. That's it for this video. I'm Joe Casabona of Podcast Liftoff. You can find me on Twitter at jcasabona if you'd like. Send questions there or leave questions in the comment. Why don't in the comments for this video, Let me know what you want to change your podcast tagline to. And if you liked this video, be sure to subscribe to this channel because I put videos like this out every week. Be sure to give it a thumbs up so that more people can find it. And finally, if you want 5 more ways, 5 more fixes that you can make to your podcast to grow it, head over to podcastliftoff.com/workshop. But that's it. I'm Joe Casabona. Thanks so much for watching. And until next time, I can't wait to see what you make.